Hello, CJ here. I'm here in the Astral on a ship charting out the boundaries of new land and discovering the grand secrets of creation. Okay, so I'm not actually doing any of that. I'm on a guided tour of this tall ship while it's docked in one of Ascal's harbors. I'm one subway stop away from the test kitchen. Today I thought, though, that I would discuss the Astral a bit, and in particular how travelers live while aboard a ship. For now, though, I'm going to appreciate the fine sea air here for a while. Good. Back in the test kitchen. First, the word traveler is not an ethnic term. It refers to anyone who has given up living on a world full-time and who spends most of their life on a ship. Travelers are the only people skilled enough at navigating the astral to conduct international trade. If a world or government wants something imported or exported to someone who isn't on the same world, then they have to go through a traveler. There is money to be made in this kind of deal for everyone involved. This era of shipment and economy that we are currently in strongly resembles the age of sail on Earth. Most technology doesn't work in the astral simply because there isn't running water or electricity. Technology there is either magically powered or substituted with raw manpower. There are devices to send messages, purify water, and keep time, but these do not resemble the modern-day trappings of life in a nation like Ascala or modern-day Earth. Now, food is an interesting subject. Life on a ship actually does not involve that much exercise, so travelers typically eat light when not on shore leave. I have spent years researching what people ate on ships during the age of sail, including the ships that brought my own ancestors here to Canada. I think I've put together a working model of what food was available back then. First up is this mug here. This is what history books call Scotch coffee. Keep in mind that in the age of sail, we're in the 1700s, and Britain has already heavily industrialized. They had sugar and also more refined factory products like butterscotch. From what I can tell, Scotch coffee is probably a strong ship's coffee, with butterscotch for sweetness and a bit of cream from a barrel. It would have been a bit sweet and not too filling. The other thing my research points to is that they fed immigrants toffee pudding with dried or candied fruit, probably to ward off scurvy. Now, 2 points stand out about this diet. One is that, from what I can tell, Scotch coffee is an aphrodisiac. This was probably intentional so the passengers were, busy and didn't interfere with the crew. The second point is this is not actually a lot of food. Keep in mind that back in the 1700s we did not have computers or media like we do now. There probably weren't books to read on a ship either. We in the modern day world need a lot of calories in order to process language and mathematics as quickly and accurately as we do. This has not always been true. In the Middle Ages, for example, it was common to eat a light meal at noon and nothing else. This was not a learning and mathematics-based economy like ours, so people needed a lot less food. A ship was boring on purpose. Nothing really happens on one, and there aren't stories from this era about what life on a ship was like, because the ship practically runs itself. Under good wind and clear skies, there is nothing to do. And a good wind and clear skies is what every sailor wants out of a voyage. Here in the Astral, the rules are similar. The bravery to live outside of a world sky is a rare thing, but the ability to survive on a ship is not. Travelers are people who need adventure in their lives, but otherwise, they have the same needs as anyone else. They're paid highly for their work, but otherwise their lives are calm. I'm guessing the Scotch coffee is probably their only source of entertainment. And that's life on a ship. It's simple, it's boring, and it makes money. CJ out.